Hello everyone, this is Jyothi Lakshmi, Assistant Professor of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science Department in Ramco Institute of Technology, Rajapalayam. I am here to teach list ADT and its implementation, both array-based and linked list. So to know about list ADT, we need to discuss about ADT first. ADT, abstract data type. It is a class for objects whose behavior is defined by set of values and set of operations. ADT only mentions what are all the operations going to be performed. It hides how those operations are implemented. It simply specifies how data will be, what are the data going to be used, and it does not specify how data will be organized in memory as well as what are the algorithms going to be used for implementing those operations. So list ADT. It is a class contains list data and functions applicable to the list. There are numerous operations able to perform on the list. The basic operations are creation of the list, insertion of the data in the list, deletion of data from the list, and display all the data in the list, and searching for a data in the list. These are basic operations. There are some more operations like indexing, slicing, reversing, etc. Implementation of list ADT. There are two ways to implement list, array based as well as linked list. Let us see array based implementation first. So let us think about what can be an array. Array is a collection of data of same data type stored in consecutive memory locations. And array is a static data structure, that is memory should be allocated in advance and size cannot be changed. Size is fixed. So these definitions are general definitions. But in Python, array is a static data structure. This is not applicable because to create an array in Python, we will use an array library. So in that, size is dynamic. We can able to change the size in between the program. So that alone not applicable in Python. So for creating a list in Python, we have to use array library. For that, we have to use a line import array. As ARR is a alias name. So if you don't want alias name means just simply use import array, and in below program simply use the array word. So I'm using ARR. So second line, now I'm going to create an array. The function used here is array of. So this function needs two arguments. First one is data type, second one is list of numbers. So data type, we can able to mention two letters. First one is I, second one is D. I for integers, D for doubles, that is floating point numbers. So here I am using a integer data type, since the list of values contains only integer data types. So after this execution of this line, array 1 array is created. So second one, insertion in the specified position. So for that we have to use insert method. Insert method have two arguments. First one is position and second one is data. So as usual, position starts from 0. So I have given us 1. So 60 will be inserted after 2 in the array. Insertion in the last position. So from the name, it won't, we no need to specify the position. Just give the element alone. For that we have to use append method. So 8 will be appended in the last position. Deletion of particular element. So here in this case we have to use remove method. 4 is the value to be deleted. Deletion based on the position. So for that we have to use pop method. And the 2 is the position. So position starts from 0, right? So 0, 1, 2, third element present in the array will be deleted. Displaying all the elements. For that we have to use a simple for loop. Searching element in an array, index method is used. So index method gives the position of the given element in the function. So here they have mentioned 2 as the argument. So 2 will be searched in the array. the first occurrence of the two will be matched and its position will be returned as the output. And counting elements in an array, it counts the occurrence of the given element. For here, the frequency of 2 in the array will be counted and returned as the output. Reversing an array. So for reversing an array, we can use single method array one dot reverse. Accessing elements. So for to access the individual elements in an array, we have an index value. From the from forward direction, we can use positive index from 0. For the backward direction, we can use negative index minus 1. So for reversing an array, we can use index also minus 1, and the next element from the back is minus 2. Then limitations of array. Yeah, we have a main limitation in the array based implementation, because array can accommodate only similar types of data. We can't able to combinations of integer and floating point data. So only we are moving on to linked list type of implementation. Linked list. So it consists of elements with the different data types that are also arranged sequentially. So in array based also, elements are going to be arranged in sequential manner. Linked list also going to store data in sequential manner only. The only difference is in array based we can able to store a similar type of data, but in linked list we can store combination or data types in a single list. But how are these linked lists created? So these linked lists are created using nodes. So a simple linked list is a collection of nodes connected together using links. These nodes consist of two parts. First one is data part, second one is address part, address or pointer part. So in pointer part stores the address of the next node within the list, so that a virtual link will be formed between nodes. There are three kinds of linked list: singly linked list, doubly, circular. Singly, so the nodes only point to address of the next node in the list, so only the name singly. Doubly, so the name tells the address points to two nodes in the list. So one is previous node, and second is next node. Circular linked list. So the last node in the list will point to first node in the list, as well as the first node in the list points to last node in the list. So it will form like a circle. So it can either be singly linked or doubly linked. Single linked list. So it contains two buckets in one node. One bucket holds the data part and other bucket holds address of the next node in the list. So here we can do traversals in one direction only, because the singly linked list, the links are arranged in one direction. So first node having a link to second node having a link to third node. So we can traverse in first node to last node only. So here in every linked list we will have a head pointer. Head pointer points to first node in the list, as well as in the last node the address part will be null, because it is the last node, right? There is no other node after the last node. So at that place it will be null. Double linked list. It contains three buckets in one node. One bucket holds data, second bucket holds address of the previous node in the list, third bucket holds address of the next node in the list. The list here is traversed in twice directions, that is forward to backward as well as backward to forward, because we have two links, right? So first node having a link to second node having link to third node, so we can traverse from first node to last node, as well as last node having have link to previous node have links to its previous node, so we can traverse in reverse direction also. Circular linked list. It can exist in both singly linked list and doubly linked list. Last node and first node are connected to each other. So here the traversal and the linked list will be go on forever until it is broken because there are no breaking point, right? So if you start from first node, second we can reach second node, third node, and fourth node. Suppose if the fourth node is the last node means we can again come to first node. So there is no breaking point here. So the traversal is unlimited. We can do traversal unlimited number of times. So if we can, if we forcefully break the link means then only traversal can end at the point. So here there are three linked lists, right? So based on the applications, we have to pick the correct type of linked list. So thank you for listening. In the next video lecture, we will discuss about the implementation part of these linked list. Thank you.